Hi, mate. Just having a look over your sheet just to give you a little bit of feedback as to what we're doing so far. Um, Fair play, decent for staying fairly consistent with it as well. Like I said, it will definitely pay off having some accountability. Um, just looking at the weight to start off with, fairly happy of how that's going. Let me know if you are as well. The good thing about you mentioning about your hunger, like the fact you're full all the time, means that if need be, we can still pull some calories down from there. Although I don't want to too much, just because they're not really that high to start with. But it means that we can if we need to. But on average, you're looking just under a kilo on average. But when it comes to your first one, and no, sorry, your first one and your last one, you're looking at just over 3 kilos from the first Monday to where we are this week, which is pretty spot on for such a short amount of time. Um, Again, don't worry too much about these numbers. Happy that you're putting them in though, so you can see I can see where you're at calorie wise. But the ones that I'd be interested to see if we can bring up is this column here. I think we put your targets as like 134. Um, so if you could consistently try and hit him around that number there, so around, even if we're looking at like 100 grams, is still fairly high. What we don't want to be doing is having too many days this low, purely because when you're looking to lose weight, you want a lot of the weight to come from fat and water rather than protein. So the higher we can get that number, the more likely you are to hold on to what muscle you do have, meaning you're at a much better position when you look to build muscle again. So if you are having trouble getting that number consistently high, let me know, drop me a message, and what I'll do is I'll add a sheet down the bottom here with links to some snacks and meals or like anything in between, so you can just bump that number up a little bit because you're not too far off it most days anyway. So it would just take like a couple of low calorie snacks or just an extra low calorie meal, which means you'll still be under your calories. But that number will just be a bit higher. So yeah, let me know. And like I said, I'll add some links below. And on that note, if you can send me your MyFitnessPal login or like your email address or username again, I'll add you because I haven't got the notification through to say you've added me, whether that's you've added a different account to the one I'm using at the moment or I just haven't received it yet. So yeah, when you can, send me your username over. That way, I'll see basically again what you're eating and when you're eating. Because what I don't want to do is is just give you ideas for stuff you've already got or things you just can't feasibly eat during the day because of work and stuff. So yeah, basically spot on the weight. It's just this we need to increase. Everything else, like I said, I've had a little scan through. Everything else is spot on. I wouldn't worry too much about the steps being low on the weekend just yet, because that's something that we can look to increase when this slows down. Again, we don't need to play all the cards at the moment, but everything else is pretty spot on. Like I said, sleep and, well, what time you're waking up and going to sleep is fairly consistent, which will help. Quality of sleep's looking fairly good. If you need any extra help on that, let me know, but it looks pretty spot on. Hours are pretty good, except for this one. That's on a Monday, so coming off the weekend. And I've had a look at the training as well, which is filled in perfectly. If you need any help on any of the exercises here, I know some of them we haven't gone through when we did the program previously. So if you need any help with them, let me know. I'm floating around the gym most evenings. If I can, just grab me and we'll have a quick run through any of them. But yeah, any feedback on that, let me know. But yeah, only thing to work on is just this protein target, mate. So send me your email or username over, and I'll add you just to make sure we've got the right account. I'll have a little scan through, and if there's any particular meal you can't get the protein high enough on, or you want an extra meal or a snack, either one, let me know, and we'll bump these numbers up. But yeah, just keep everything food-wise, other than that, the same, because like I said, the weight's dropping really quickly if you look from the first to the last one, okay? But yeah, get that username over to me, and then any meals that you want to work on, give me a shout, and we'll sort it. Good stuff.